Okay, get ready for an idea that is seriously going to bend your brain. What if language, the one thing we rely on for clear, solid meaning, actually works like quantum mechanics?
Yeah, just think about that for a second. We all walk around assuming that words are stable, that they have one solid meaning. But the idea we're diving into today, it completely blows that assumption apart.
Take a look at this sentence. I saw her duck. So, what did you just see in your head? Was it a woman dodging out of the way of something? Or did you picture her with a little pet bird? See, in just 5 words, two totally different realities can exist at the exact same time. That's the mystery we're going to unpack. All right, first up, the shifting sentence. Let's start with where this whole idea comes from. So here's the paradox, right? We build our entire world on the idea that when we talk, our meaning is fixed. But how many times a day do we have to say, wait, hold on, that's not what I meant at all? It's that gap, that little space between what we intended and how it was received. That's where things get really, really interesting. Okay, part 2, a quantum perspective. And to understand that gap, we've got to take a pretty big leap into a totally different field, physics. And you know what? That is not an exaggeration. The theory we're looking at suggests that the ambiguity in language isn't some kind of flaw or a bug in the system. It is the system, and it operates in a way that is just, well, it's eerily similar to how the quantum world works. So this is the absolute core of the whole thing. A sentence isn't some static object. It's a dynamic, complex system just brimming with potential. The meaning isn't actually set in stone until somebody, an observer, comes along and engages with it. All right, section 3, particles and punctuation. So how on earth does this actually play out? Let's make a direct comparison. So there is this wild concept in quantum mechanics called superposition. And all it means is that before you measure a tiny particle, it's not in any one specific place. It literally exists in a cloud of all of its possibilities at once. The very act of observing it, of measuring it, forces that cloud to collapse, and the particle has to choose just one state. Just hang on to that idea, a cloud of possibilities collapsing into one single reality. Now look at this. The analogy is almost perfect. Before you observe it, a quantum particle is a wave of possibilities. And a sentence? Well, it's a cloud of potential meanings. That sentence, I saw her duck, simultaneously contains both the pet bird and the physical action. They both exist. But the moment you, the observer, read it, your active observation collapses that wave, and you're left with just one of those interpretations. Okay, moving on to section 4, the meaning wave. This is where the quantum nature of our words really starts to shine. I love this description. A sentence isn't one solid thing. It's this beautiful, shimmering, probabilistic dance of potential meanings. And until it's observed, every single one of those potential meanings is live. They're all real. Oh, we've all heard this one. Someone says, that's interesting. What do they actually mean? Are they being sarcastic? Are they genuinely curious? Or are they just, politely trying to end the conversation? Without any context, without an observer, all of those meanings exist in superposition at the same time. So what causes the meaning to collapse? What's the act of observation when we're talking? Well, it's you. It's everything you bring to the table. It's your personal history, the situation you're in, the speaker's tone of voice, your relationship with that person. All of these factors act as the measurement that forces that probabilistic dance to resolve into one single concrete meaning just for you. All right, our final section, observing your words. So what does this quantum view actually mean for how we talk to each other every single day? Now, this is a really powerful shift in thinking. When someone misunderstands you, maybe it isn't a failure of communication. It's just that their unique context, their personal experience, basically their observation tools, collapsed your sentence's wave of meaning into a different reality than the one you were living in. It's not an error. It's just physics. And that question just gets right to the heart of it, doesn't it? The second we speak a sentence, is it even ours anymore? This theory would say that it becomes a quantum system that we release out into the world, just waiting for an observer to come along and give it a definite shape. And this is the ultimate takeaway. Every time you listen, every time you read, you are performing a truly profound act. You are taking a wave of pure possibility and collapsing it into a single, tangible reality. You are the one creating the meaning. So, I'll just leave you with this thought to chew on. If every sentence we speak is a wave of potential, and every single person who listens is an observer collapsing that wave, then communication is so much more than just swapping information. It's a constant act of creating reality. So the question becomes, what reality are your words creating?